Hi everyone, welcome to the first lesson on if sentences. In this lesson, you will learn everything about the zero conditional. But before we begin studying, I want to tell you a short story. Today's story is about rainy days, and I want you to listen and answer this question. What happens to the bus on rainy days? Are you ready? Let's begin. I don't like rainy days. On rainy days, I can't walk my dog and my clothes get wet. Most of all, if it rains, the bus gets crowded, so it's difficult to get to work on time. Hey again, so did you answer my question? Well, the answer is, if it rains, the bus gets crowded. And this is the sentence we're going to study today. We're going to study the meaning, form, and pronunciation. Let's get started. We're going to look at the meaning of this sentence first. As you can see, this sentence has two parts. Part A, if it rains, and part B, the bus gets crowded. So what does this sentence mean? Well, let's find out by answering these 4 questions together. So first tell me, is it raining now? No, it isn't. I'm not talking about now, I'm just talking about normal rainy days. Next question. Is the bus crowded now? No, it isn't. Again, I'm just saying that the bus gets crowded on rainy days, not right now. Now the third one. What am I talking about in this sentence? A present event or a general truth? Right, this is about a general truth because this event happens more than once. Raining generally leads to the bus getting crowded. It's almost like a rule. Last one, is B the result of A? Yes, it is. For B to happen, A must happen first. Raining is the first thing that must happen, and the bus getting crowded is the result that follows next. To sum up, we use the zero conditional to talk about a general truth with a condition and its result. Okay, I have a quick tip for you. You can use the zero conditional for scientific facts. When we talk about science, we often say, if something happens, something else happens as a result. So let's think about when water freezes. How can we say this using the zero conditional? Well, this is one way. If the temperature gets below 0 degrees, water freezes. So here, if the temperature gets below 0 degrees is the condition, and this condition always leads to the result, which is water freezes. Like this, the zero conditional is used for a general truth, and you can explain a scientific fact with it. Now, I hope this helped you understand the meaning of the zero conditional clearly. Now let's study the form of this sentence. As you can see, this sentence has 2 parts. If it rains, and the bus gets crowded. So how do we make this sentence? Well, this is how. It is if plus subject plus the present simple verb, comma, this is the if clause, and subject plus the present simple verb. This is the main clause. Remember, in both clauses, we should use the present simple verb. Then how do we change this into a negative sentence? Well, first we need to change the verbs rains and gets. So for the negative sentence, we need this form: doesn't or don't plus the base verb. In this sentence, the if clause has a singular subject, it, and the main clause also has a singular subject, the bus. So for these singular subjects, we need to use doesn't. So the negative sentence looks like this: if it doesn't rain, the bus doesn't get crowded. Now it's time to practice speaking like a native speaker. When we speak in English, some words in a sentence sound connected to each other. For example, an orange sounds like an orange when we are speaking fluently. It's because we connect the last consonant sound to the next vowel sound, and we call this linking. We're going to practice linking with today's sentence here. First, listen carefully and find the two words that are linked in this sentence. I will say it 2 times. Ready? If it rains, the bus gets crowded. If it rains, the bus gets crowded. So did you hear which words were linked here? Well, it was if and it. So what happened to if and it here? Well, if's last consonant is f, and the next vowel sound is I. These got linked together and became if it. If it. Okay, now I'll say this sentence again, and I want you to listen and repeat after me. Let's go. If it rains, the bus gets crowded. One more time. If it rains, the bus gets crowded. Good job. From now on, pay attention to linking when you are listening or speaking in English. And after this lesson, check out the listening and speaking videos for more sentences to practice. Now let's review everything we studied in this video. Let's start with the meaning. We use the zero conditional to talk about a general truth with a condition and its result. Let's move on to the form. We make this sentence like this: if plus subject plus present simple verb, comma, subject plus present simple verb. For a negative sentence, you change both verbs like this: doesn't or don't plus the base verb. The last bit to review is the pronunciation. We learned that the last consonant of a word is linked to the next vowel sound. So this sentence sounds like this: if it rains, the bus gets crowded. Great, thank you very much for studying with me. Now, do you feel confident enough to use the zero conditional? Well, if you don't worry. Practice makes perfect. So don't miss our next listening and speaking videos. Okay, I'll see you there.